Hello everybody, I am back with another video, and first and foremost, I just want to seriously thank each and every one of you who watched, commented, thumbed up, even thumbed down my recent video. If you haven't had a chance to watch it yet, please do, because I do explain in that video kind of where I've been and where my channel is going in the future. But just the positive feedback I had received in that video, the comments and the messages, just really reinforces why I'm so thankful to be a part of this incredible community of people. If you just read some of those comments, it was just amazing. Some of the things that people were saying, how supportive and encouraging people were. So again, I thank each and every one of you. I really do appreciate it. It meant the world to me. Now, without further ado, let's get into what this video is all about, and that is the Summer Backlog Challenge. You guys know that I've taken part in this before, and many of you guys have already gotten into this challenge by putting out your video for this. If you haven't done so already, feel free to do a video response or simply comment below on some of the games that you plan to focus on this summer in your backlog of games. Now, I have picked 10 games, 8 of which are here, 2 of which are actually in transit to me now, because I did some trades on Game TZ, so you will see those in a future pickup video that will be coming in the next few weeks. But I have picked multiple games here across a lot of different consoles, but I picked 10 games. I'm not going to beat 10 games. I don't know if I'm going to beat 5 games this summer, because as I said, it's just been tough to really kind of sit down and play a game and get kind of engrossed in an actual game, paying attention to it and all that good stuff. So, I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but if I can complete one of these games, I'll be happy. Now, the first game that I have on my list is actually not a physical copy. It is a virtual console game on the Wii, and that is Super Metroid, a game that I have heard endless positive things about. Some people hold it as their favorite game of all time, favorite Metroid game, whatever have you. It basically revolutionized that Castlevania or Metroidvania, genre, and really just blew people's minds when it came out. So I want to see that game for myself and experience it for myself this summer, and I hope to do so. The next game is a 3DS game I can't believe I still have not played. It was so many people's games of the year last year. Some people, it's their favorite 3DS game, and that is Kid Icarus Uprising. I mean, the game itself is still sealed. Like, I have not played this at all, so I really would like to get into this game. I've heard the multiplayer especially is a lot of fun, so if those of you that are still down for some Kid Icarus Uprising multiplayer, let me know. I'd love to join in on fun in that. But as far as the actual story, I've heard that's also a lot of fun as well, so I definitely plan to complete Kid Icarus Uprising this summer. The next game I actually put about an hour and a half or so last night, and really enjoying it. Very atmospheric, not so much music, but just kind of, just this ambience and just hearing nature, essentially, is just really cool, and that is Eco. This is the Eco in the Shadow of the Colossus HD collection. Never played either of these games when they first originally came out on the PlayStation 2, although I did watch my buddy play through Shadow of the Colossus. Really enjoying this so far. It's unlike any other game I've ever played. Many of you know that you guide this young boy with like this little dragon-looking hat, and you guide this young girl or ghost-like girl named Yorda. And it's just really interesting, and there's really no way to explain, how you play this game. You just have to experience it for yourself. So about an hour and a half in, this game is only like 6 hours long, if that. So this definitely shouldn't be an issue as far as completing this game. And then this, I actually have played about 2 hours this morning, and I'm really enjoying it. This is just one of those games that you just completely turn off your brain and just enjoy destroying your environments, jumping all over the place. It's open world. That is infamous. This game is developed by Sucker Punch, and it has a lot of similarities to Sly Cooper. They were the original developers of the Sly Cooper games. And even the way Cole, the main character, moves, the way he runs, the motion of his arms and everything, if you look closely, it literally look like Sly in the original Sly game. So it's really interesting to see those comparisons, and even how they kind of tell the story in this game. I see some similarities to some of the graphics, like when it goes into like this comic book mode setting to kind of depict the story. it's really interesting to see the comparisons to Sly Cooper. But as far as an open world game, I actually would like to compare it to Spider-Man 2, because there's obviously a main story that you have to play, but you're more than welcome to just go around the city and complete various side missions for the citizens. And if you are familiar with Spider-Man 2, that's what you do in that game. That's actually one of my favorite games of all time. It was my favorite superhero game until the Batman Arkham games came out. But without, going on too much about this game, it is really fun, and I can definitely see the appeal for the game and the franchise, and of course, Infamous something Son, I don't even know, has been announced for the PS4, so that's kind of exciting. Another game that I was highly anticipating when it came out, I don't even know how many years ago, maybe 2010, 2011, and I just never played it, and that is LA Noire. Huge Rockstar fan. To this day, though, my favorite Rockstar game, even though they didn't really develop it, is The Warriors. But LA Noire looks like, one of those experiences that you just don't get anywhere else. Typical Rockstar, of course, but I don't know, it just looks really interesting. I've never really played much of a crime scene investigation type game, so if what I've heard is any indication, I think I'm really going to enjoy it. I've heard many good things, some mixed things, but I'm definitely looking forward to playing LA Noire. I love the LEGO games. That's obviously no secret to you guys. I completed LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 earlier this year, but Years 5 through 7 I'd also like to jump into, because I still don't have LEGO Lord of the Rings, and I need my LEGO Lord of the Rings, fixed this summer, of course. And then we have 2 games here, one for the GameCube and one for the Nintendo Wii. I can't neglect my Wii for the entire summer. So we have another game that was actually just remade for the 3DS, and a game that I can't believe I still haven't played, and that is Donkey Kong Country Returns. Crushingly difficult from what I've heard, but just an absolute throwback to the original Donkey Kong Country games on the Super Nintendo, and that is just awesome to hear, because the music in those games especially was awesome. The enemies, the platforming was just, I don't want to say second to none, because those days were just the generation of platformers, but this game brings all of that back, and this awesome Wii title, so I'm looking forward to playing that. I don't think I'm going to get the 3DS version anytime soon, even though it would be nice to have it on the go. Me personally, I enjoy playing these kinds of platformers on console at my home, so looking forward to playing that. And then finally, we have a game here that I regrettably never finished back in the day, but you guys know that I'm a huge Pokemon fan, and that is Pokemon Colosseum. This game is essentially the 3D Pokemon that everyone wants, or 3D realized worlds, of Pokemon that everyone wants on the handhelds. I love this game. I don't understand why anyone could not enjoy this game for what it is. An excellent, excellent game that I cannot praise enough. I love it, but I never finished it. So I need to go back, and I need to try and play through this again. Of course, I don't have my save file anymore, because that was my original GameCube. So I definitely need to start this over, but I hope to, at some point, even if I don't finish it, at least pop this in and give it some playing time this summer. Alright, that's my list of games. As I mentioned previously, I don't think I'm going to complete all those games, but if I can complete 2 or 3, maybe even 5, that's success in my book. So, and it's not even about just the number of games you complete. If you're having fun playing these games in your backlog, focusing on your backlog in this dry spout of new releases, that's all that matters. So, here's me asking you guys what you plan to play this summer. Post video responses. If you don't feel like doing that, post a comment below. I'd be more than happy to read and respond to each of your comments and video responses. So, thank you guys for watching, and again, I want to thank each and every one of you who watched my previous video, just supporting where I'm at right now. So, thank you guys, and stay tuned for my new pickups video, which will be coming here within about a week.